Welcome to part 3 of this Warhammer 40,000 battle report featuring Grey Knights versus Orcs. We're on to Orcs turn 3, and we'll start off doing the reserve rolls, and the first Dacajet fails to come on, and the second one succeeds, which is a first for me in 6th edition, actually getting a Dacajet in. So he moves in 18 inches, going to see if the Ludas recover, and they pass their leadership, and they're going to move over and see if they can take some pot shots. Next up, going to move the first squad of boys. Remember the second dice for the dangerous difficult terrain roll. Just moving them back so they're not quite get as much cover there, and then going to move the other squad of boys as well. And the Deffkopta is going to go hide around the corner until it's needed. It was turbo boosting there. So we'll start off with shooting, and the Dacajet's going to let go with the Sisters of Battle. He gets 9 shots twin linked, which 4 hits, and of those 4, 3 wounds, and he makes all 3 of those saves, so nothing there. Next up, the Ludas are going to attack. Now, for some reason, I forgot that they moved, so I should be snap firing, not regular firing, but I did 12 shots, 4 hits, 2 wounds, and he makes 1 save, so technically he really shouldn't have gone. And next up, the boys are going to fire at that strike squad. They get 46 shots, and of those, 14 hit and 4 wounds. Now the big shooter's going to fire as well, so they get 9 shots. Of those, 3 hit and 2 wounded. So he's got 6 saves altogether. Makes 4 of them, but loses 2 guys there. Next up, the other boys are going to fire at the Sisters of Battle. They get 22 shots. Of those, 10 hit and 7 wound. And then they've got the big shooter firing, so they get 9 shots and actually 5 hit. That was quite good. So and 4 wounds. So now he starts doing the saves. So he has to do the sister saves before he can do the Saint Celestine. So he loses 2 there, and this is the Saint Celestine. Celestine? What is it? And now he's rolling for leadership because they lost enough, but he was fine. So we're on to Grey Knights turn 3. So he's doing precedence. There we go. On to the henchman squad, and then he's going to move them up through dangerous terrain, trying to get the charge. And he's moving that squad doing the difficult terrain roll. Moving up to make sure he's holding that one objective. And now the Rhino's going to... Sorry, the Razorback's going to move, and the Rhino's just going to squeeze in behind him. And Saint Celestine. I'm giving up saying it properly. She moves over, and then the sisters move up as well. Celestine, there we go. And now the Dreadnought. Now the sisters are going to fire against the boys. Now he's doing his faith points, and now he's getting 18 shots. Of those, 12 hit and 7 wound. Now I have to make my 3 saves that are 4. I believe they're 4+. And make one of those saves, so 2 die there. And then the rest are made. The other one's made against because it was not quite the 4+. You got a 5+, so I failed that one. And the guys on the other side to make 2 of those. So I think that was 4 altogether gone there. And now they're going to fire into the boys. They get 6 shots, 3 hit, but only 1 wound. And now the side cannon's going to fire against 4 shots, 4 hits, and 4 wounds. And I'm going to do a lookout, sir. And actually do the regular save first. And do a lookout, sir. And make it for the 1. And now he's going to try to make a save. And the boss... or the knob fails. Now doing another lookout, sir. Get that one. And because I guess they're unable to make a save. Does a lookout, sir. Fails it. Now rolls for the knob. Makes his cover. Now he's doing another lookout, sir. Makes it. So now the boy's going to roll his cover. He fails it, so he should be gone. And now the Razorback is going to fire into that other squad of boys. 3 shots twin linked. So 2 hits. And I believe it's 2 wounds. So going to do a lookout, sir. Fail the lookout, sir. Now rolling for the knob, and he passes. Doing another lookout, sir. He fails it. Now you got to make his own save. And he fails that, so the knob is gone. Now the other strike squad is going to fire into the boys. And they get 12 shots. And then the 4 Cybolt. And he gets 2 wounds, so 1 hit. And so now the saves, I make 4 of the saves, but 4 guys die. There's 4 boys gone. Next up, the Rhino's going to move up. Dreadnought's going to fire his autocannon, so it's 4 shots twin linked. And he rerolls the misses, and actually failed to get anything on there, I believe. Oh, maybe 2. There we go. I just didn't. My notes aren't complete, so 1 guy died. Now, Saint Celestine is going to charge. She needs a 9, I believe, to be able to do it. So I'm not going to snap fire at her. I'm going to snap fire at the other one. Now, she rolls just 1 inch shy, so she does not get to charge. Now, the henchmen are going to charge, and they have barely enough range, but the boys do get to snap fire first. And they get 46 shots. Of those, 12 hit and 10 wound. And then the big shooter gets to fire as well, and he gets 9 shots, but only 1 hits, but it does wound. So that's 11 wounds against that henchman squad. And he was doing the Storm Shield first, so the 3+ invulnerable. So the first one fails one of those. Second Storm Shield fails, so there's 2 3+ invulnerables gone. Now this is for the rest of them. They just have a regular 5+ invulnerable save, and they're gone. So managed to wipe out that whole henchman squad just on the snap fire. And the 2 was just to see what happens on that one objective. So nothing happened. It didn't blow up. So as you can see, end of turn 3, the Grey Knights took a bit of a hit, losing the henchman squad, which I think Nate was hoping to take a chunk of those boys out. And I just seem to be my boys squad seems to be just doing fairly well, better than I had hoped. So comment below at this point, whose game is it? We've still got 1 more part to watch, so we'll see how it goes. So click on part 4, or click on the link to part 4, and that's the last part. So we'll see how this one wraps up. Comment below if you have any suggestions, corrections, rule mistakes, etc., because we use those for the rules you got wrong video that falls about a week after. If you haven't already, if you like this, click on subscribe. Just click on the link there, and you can always follow us on Twitter and on the blog at deathheaddice.com, and we've got other videos too, which I talk about every time. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you, or you'll see us in part 4.